Alrighty, guys, good morning. This is Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com and Santarelli Trading Exchange. I hope everyone here is having a really great day. And we're going to get started here in 1 sec. It's a big day. SPY's up nicely. SPY's up about 0.9% here in the pre-market hours. We got opening bell here in about 3 minutes. I am just having something load here, and then I'm going to put the live screen up. Alrighty, guys, let's get this started. So yesterday, you guys remember, we made a decent sized trade here. First off, let's go. You guys could go download the app on the App Store, search Breaking Chart Alerts. You'll get all the notifications. And here we are, guys. If you guys could please go down, click like on the video here on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, click that bell to get notified. Greatly appreciated. So we got 2 minutes till opening bell. Let's take a look here at the SPY and see what's happening. Let's see. Can you guys hear me now on YouTube? Let me know if you guys can hear me. We just closed out of that SPY trade that we made yesterday for a $13,425 profit. That was a nice trade, but of course I'm upset because we got that still climbing there. She's at 924 now. Look at that right there. Right here, it's at 924. 928 now a contract. 928 a contract. I mean, 930 a contract now. Look at that, 930. We were out at 866. So 9.3 minus 8.66. That would have been an extra $64 a contract. We had 75 contracts. That would have been another $4,800 on that. But we locked in a nice 26% gain for a net profit of $13,425 on that trade, guys. And you guys remember, we picked up that trade right here. You could see we picked up that trade right here. You can see cost per contract, $6.87. We picked up 75 contracts of that. We were in at 687, and we just closed that out right here. You guys can see sell to close filled SPY July 8th 380 call at 866, resulting in an overnight gain on that one single trade there of 26% and a net profit of $13,425 on that trade. Nicely done there, guys. Nice job. Hell of a nice job on that trade. That is how we do it. Yes. But there goes SPY still breaking out there. And of course, I'm pissed off with that. 940 now a contract. All right, I still think we're going to continue that nice run next week. We had the first positive week this week in a while. So I definitely want to be looking and targeting another nice setup here on SPY going forward. So let's take a look, see what we want to do. Do we want to do a day trade, or do we want to look for another nice size swing trade here? Because I was thinking with that next size swing trade, what I could do, especially that I just made that almost $14,000 profit, I was thinking about putting about $20,000 into an out of the money vertical spread that has a nice potential gain there. So if we could see SPY getting into that 390 next week, this is what I was thinking about doing. I could be looking at that out of the money vertical spread, target that resistance at that 390, buy to open, sell to open here. Instead of putting $52,000 cash on a trade like that again, I could look for that out of the money vertical spread for next week. Let's see, what's next Friday's expo there? That'll be July 1st. That'll be nice. Okay, so July 1st, and we could look at that, 389, 390 vertical spread there. What's that going for? It's going for 34 cents to be worth $1. So 1 divide that by 0.34. That's a max net gain of 194%. I mean, that's definitely not a bad setup right there. So I was thinking about doing something like that there and picking up something like that. Even if I just put in, about 25,000 on that, have a max stop of 50%. Still, that's only a $12,000 loss compared to that $14,000 gain we just had. So we'd still be up a net profit on those two trades, about $2,000. So trying to think of how I want to do this here. So if I did 25,000 on that, $25,000, divide that by about $33 a contract. That'll get me 758 contracts. 758 contracts, multiply that by the max it could be worth is $100 per contract, so that'd be worth about $76,000 if it got to my target. So minus the $25,000 we put up, that would result in a net profit of about $51,000. So now we could look at that and say, so that's about a 200% return. Now we can look at that next week's expo, July 1st. We could look at that 380. We could look at that. That 380 3-strike call right here is going for about $5. So 5 plus 5, 10. So at 393, you'll have 100% gain there. Still better off with that vertical spread. SPY pulling back a little bit here, so be cautious. Which just at 383 down to 382 now. So I might search for a quick little day trade on this here today. We got Amazon up 1.2% there as well today, so that is a nice gain there today. Nice gain.
EV Revlon shares getting a pop here now, $7.53. Romeo Echo Victor. LLY Lilly, Investors Business Daily Swing Trader, taking 1/3 profit at $321.68. That's Lima Lima Yankee. Wall Street Journal reporting lawmakers want FTC to investigate Apple and Google over mobile tracking.
There goes SPY taking off here again, guys. I'm debating what I wanted to do. If I wanted to do that out of the money vertical spread or throw down another $50,000 on a July monthly expo here. Debating what I wanted to do with that. That was a hell of a nice trade. That was a big gain there.
Biased to appear on Benzinger's All Access show at 10:25 p.m. 10:25 a.m.
That was a nice gain, and that was an overnight trade. Overnight trade, quick money on that. Beautiful trade. In at 687, out at about what, 880, $2 a contract. Almost. So about $14,000 profit on that trade. There goes SPY breaking out again. I think we're going to continue to see a breakout here on SPY. Man, what do I want to do with that next SPY trade? Nice gains there today, but I want to continue to make another trade here. Ram says a vertical spread. Kiko Rod said let's do both. Kiko, was that your first trade with us? I'm looking at the Zoom chat here now. Kiko says, Dave, great play, man. Good morning. Kiko, were you in that trade, or did you join us late?
Shares of Clorox trading
Kiko
higher
just
this morning
signed
up
up for
about 1%.
membership there.
Lima X-ray.
Let's see.
He reported with speculation.
He says, yes, I was. You texted me about it. Nice. So you sold that trade for a nice gain, Kiko? Is that your first trade with us since joining?
Shares of Clorox
Nice job.
42.50. APM at Torum, August Research with a $12 price target, Alpha Papa Michael. Shares of Aptorum at $1.50, up about 16%. ETZ, PDH Holdings getting a pop here.
All right, let's see. SPY consolidating there. Let's see what Kiko said. Yes, sir. Really helpful. YouTube videos are great. At night have been helping me. Great. Great to hear that, Kiko. Glad to have you with us. SPY's starting to break out now, so I'm looking to see what I want to do. SPY 3-month daily chart here. I'm thinking about making another decent-sized trade on this to the upside. I think we could capture at least that 390, possibly 400. I'd like to go out to that July monthly expo there. So debating what I wanted to do here. I think we're still going to get that. What do I want to do with? So I know we're going to continue this breakout for a little bit, possibly get up to about that 390 before that next pullback. So I was debating what I wanted to do there with that. Amazon's up about 2% today. I got some nice gains on Amazon there today. Man, that SPY's still breaking out. All right, I'm going to make another trade on SPY here. Do I want to do a day trade? I think I might just do a quick little day trade here. Let's see. Let's see. I'm looking at right now at a SPY swing for the SPY June 29th, 385 call. I'm looking at that one right now. I'm just jumping in that one now. I think I'm going to ride that one out for a little bit. All right, I'm in at 391. This is a little swing. Dave Gravnonsky. I had those freaking. Dave sent me some of this world's hottest sauce there, and what you call it there, that freaking sprinkle stuff, seasoning that you put on, like spicy seasoning, like cayenne powder, but it's not cayenne powder. It's the world's hottest ghost peppers. I put some on my eggs this morning. I had some on my finger. I rubbed my eye, and I'm telling you, my eye is right. I'm ready to freaking pull it out. It's crazy. All right, there we go. There's the trade that I just got. I just posted that in the trade room for you guys to take a look at. I'm already up $500 on that trade right there. $600 I'm already up there. You know, so I mean, and it could be a nice little day trade there if I wanted it to be a day trade, you know, or I could just scalp it. All right, Dave, when you come here, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that in your eye. There we go, $600 gain on that. We're still climbing. Another nice breakout on SPY. We're up $740 on that trade. Another nice climb here, team. Here's that trade that we just got into, guys, on YouTube if you're watching. Just got into that trade. Now, it could be a day trade or we could hold it overnight. Doesn't matter, but we have some nice gains on this already. Why doesn't that show everything? Oh, So we had a $600 gain on that. We're up $840 now as SPY still continues to break out there a bit. Have a nice gain on that. We're up $860 on that breakout. $880 already. So nice gain on that. Still getting the climb. Should have just freaking got into this week's expo on that. Would have been up nice on that trade if it was for this week's expo.
U.S. seeking to bolster lithium and cobalt supply chains. That's from Bloomberg.
All right, I'm out of that trade at 411. I just made a quick gain on that. I was up like $800, so I figured, let's sell it there. And here we go. So we were in at 391, out at 411. She's still breaking out though, but like I said, quick profits. That's the way to go. 4.11. Divide that by 3.91. That was a 5.12% gain. Net profit equals 4.11 minus 3.91. 20 cents a contract, so $20. Multiply that by 40. That was $800. So not crazy amount of money, but you know, enough to keep stuff away there. Let's see, SPY still wanting to climb there. Did I post that in the trade room? Let me post that here. And there we go. Quick $800 on that trade. She's starting to break out again, so I'm going to get another trade ready to go on here. SPY. It'll be for just about the same expo. I'm trading that on the Mac. That's why I don't have this up here. So let's see. It's going to be 27th expo would be good. 385 calls going for about 250. Some there. That's not too bad. Buy to open. June 27th, 385 call. Let's see if we start that breakout again. I'm going to jump into this trade right here for next week. I got it ready to go. It's for the 385 call for June 27th. We start breaking above that 384. I'm going to jump in. Look for a quick 50-cent climb. It'll be a day trade there. I should do this week's expo if I'm going to do a day trade, to be honest with you. Let me do the 24th expo. 385. Let me see what that's going for. It's going for about $1.13 there. Okay, so, you know, it's up to you if you want to go with the 24th expo or the 27th or 29th. I might pick up that 24th expo there. It's probably what I'm going to be looking at, but I'm going to wait until we could break that 384. See, it wants to break it. I'm ready to go. All I have to do is hit review order. It'd be for the June 24th 385 call on SPY. And it'd be for a quick scalp or anything, you know, depending on what we do here. That's what I'm looking at right there. If we break that 384. If we fail at that 384, I'll quickly switch it around and look at a put here to the downside. Baidu is having a heck of a nice day there today. Baba up another 3.5%. I still think Baba's going to have another nice breakout. SPY wants to go there. Q's pulled back, though, a bit. You know, Q's are already at that 20-day simple moving average, so that tells me probably going to see something similar with SPY. FedEx is up almost 8% there today. Micron up 3.2%. Texas Instruments up over 2%. Square up another 3.5% there today. Goldman Sachs up 3.5%. Airlines looking good there today. So far we have a top right around that 384. We got some resistance on SPY at that 384 area, and we're going to be watching that. If we can break above that 384, I'm going to get ready to enter into this trade that I have up on the computer ready to go. It would be for 120 contracts, the SPY June 24, 385 strike call. It'd be about a $13,000 trade if I jump into this quick day trade. And like I said, it's just going to be a quick scalp in and out. It might last 20 seconds. It might last 5 seconds. You know, it might last 2 minutes. See, it's still pulling back here a little bit there, right down to that 20. Now, Qs have already pulled below that 20 and starting to continue to pull back there. Markets are up 1.5% though, so I don't see like a big reversal coming in and going to the red today. But we probably will see a little bit of profit taking. It's only $9.50. Wow, it's only $9.58, and we're already up like $15,000 on the day. Not bad. Not too bad. How's everyone's day going so far? I want to make another trade like that SPY. That was a nice quick, almost 14 grand there. And then we did that quick day trade for $800. I wish TD could show me the gains for the day there. I'm still trying to figure that out. I usually use E-Trade. Now, see, I just use the desktop version of TD Ameritrade. Let's see what SPY is going to do here. There goes SPY.
Michigan Consumer Sentiment 50. The consensus was 50.2.
Nice breakout there on SPY, guys. I got in those contracts there at $1.33, $1.26.
BNTC, Benetech Pharma, was halted on a circuit breaker.
Nice breakout on SPY there, guys. I'm in at a price of...
S&P futures now spiking to the high 38.70.
Nice breakout there on SPY, guys.
May single-family home sales.
Nice breakout.
696,000 consensus.
Man, I wish I held on to those. Let's see. I'm going to pick up the June 29th call here. We'll look at the 387s. Call going for about... All right, I'm picking up the June 29th, 387 strike call. I'm in at 384. I'm in at 384 on that. Here's the trade. I'm going to post it in the trade room. It might be a day trade here. Might be a day trade. I mean, I'm probably up big on that now, actually. Let me see. I'm already up $1,300 on that. I'm already up $1,400 now on that trade. Still continuing to break out nicely. Got $2,000 profit on that trade already, guys. Still continuing to break out nicely on that. Got over $2,000 profit on that trade right now. Probably going to look to close that out here. She's around 420.
S&P
429.
To spike here now, 38.
430. I'm out of that trade at 429, guys. That I just made a quick couple $1,000s on that trade. Quick couple $1,000. Unbelievable. Here we go. 4.29. Divide that by 3.84. That was a 12% gain. And that was literally in 1 minute. Net profit equals, let's see, we had 50 contracts, 4.29 minus 3.84, so we made $45 a contract. We had 50 contracts, So we made 2,250.
Guidance for fiscal 2023. And shares of Zendesk soaring on reports it's close to a buyout deal with a group of private equity firms. The Journal reporting that Hellman Friedman and Primera are among those involved. News comes after Zendesk announced last week it had ended efforts to sell.
Nicely done there, guys.
Announcing chair Joe Papa has stepped down from the board, saying it was not.
Let me share that with ya.
Disagreement. Investor John Paulson will become chairman. Sarah.
John, Fed Chair Powell wrapping up 2 days on the Hill, reiterating the Fed's unconditional commitment, those are his words, to restoring price stability. Listen.
All right, let me see. John, were you in and out of that trade? You guys have to listen to me. Be ready. As I'm talking about a trade, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting stuff ready. Okay? Got to be ready to go. I'm talking about the trades. That's why we do a live stream. So get stuff ready to go. And bam. Yeah, I did. Definitely did. There we go. And we are out there at
BNTC, Benetech resuming trade.
yeah, so I trade on the IMAX. So this screen right here, that's why I'm telling you guys. As I'm talking, I say I have this trade ready to go. There we go. Captain did it. Nice job, Captain. Nice gains on that.
$1.51.
There we go. Trade room doing great. And there we go. Captain Thomas just posted his $489.44 gain on that. Nicely done. And then here's what we just did. Here was that trade that we just had. And as you guys can see, we had a $2,050 gain on that. When I was looking at it there, we were in at a price of, where's the price at? Cost. So you would just do 19,200, divide that by the 50. But where's that other screen at here? I had it above. Here it is right here. So right here we were in at 384, out at 429. That was a really nice gain. Quick gain there for another $2,250 plus that $13,000 we locked in. Almost $20,000 here so far today. Almost $20,000 gain so far today. And that's from that trade. That's from, where's the other trade there that we locked in this morning? Here was another $800 profit. And then the big one that we locked in first. Now, see, if I held down this morning to this one, take a look. SPY July 8th, we sold it for $8.66. I had 75 contracts of that. 380 strike call now for July 8th. Take a look at this. July 8th, 380. It's going for almost $12 now. $11.52. That's $300 more contract times that by 75 contracts. I would have been up another $23,000 today if I held on to that SPY a little bit longer. Remember yesterday I was telling you guys that 385 to 390 would be the target? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Thank you, Christopher. I see Christopher just gave us a nice little tip there on YouTube. Thank you there, buddy. Appreciate that. Says he loves this channel. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So that's what's nice, guys. We're being disciplined, waiting. Now, as we're going along here, if I see a good setup, I'm going to say, guys, get ready. Here's the trade. Here's the trade. We're looking at the SPY, June 24th, June 29th, whatever it is. I could post it up here, but like I said, I just don't want to count numbers being seen, especially when you got, a couple $1 million. I just can't risk that, showing that screen. So, I'll tell you about the trade right here. I can post a picture like I do right there of the timestamps, entries, exits, all that. But as far as showing it here live with you guys, I can't, because if I'm doing it live, it's going to show the account numbers on there. And I can't let that happen. But nicely done on that, guys. Hell of a job on that. SPY's still wanting to climb there. I'm thinking she might hit that 390 by the end of today, so I was thinking about entering into another trade on SPY. What do you guys think about another trade on SPY?
trade you might need to get there.
Commodities prices are down pretty sharply this week, Randy, and that could be why we've seen a rally for stocks and a rally for treasuries, which are both a sell-off for the dollar, which is extending after this economic data. If you were in the Fed's position and you saw these kind of moves in commodities, how much would you read into it?
It's only 1 week's worth of data. My goodness, you've seen an enormous amount of volatility in whether it's lumber prices or pick your favorite commodities. So I wouldn't read too much into 1 week's worth of numbers. I mean, I prefer, if I were there, I prefer them going down rather than going up. But I wouldn't be assured that next week they're going to stay down rather than some other shock coming in and moving them up. And that's why I think they look at things like inflation expectations, because that's really where they worry about in the longer run things becoming more problematic, and that they really have to raise rates much more aggressively if they can't keep inflation expectations under control.
Where are you, Randy, on the odds at this point for a soft landing? I think everybody on Wall Street.
There goes SPY again, guys. I really think we're going to see that 390.
Last meeting, those odds came down, right? That it was a narrower path to the soft landing.
All right, let's do another trade. It's only 10 o'clock. Man, it seems like it's like 1 o'clock.
Even before that
Am I just talking a lot today? Am I trading a lot? What the hell am I doing today?
could actually bring inflation down.
Seems much later than this. All right, let's see. Let's get this ready. See, I'm so hesitant to jump into a call here because of that big fluff. You know, she could get back down to that. She's at 387 now. She could get back down to that 384 quick. But you look at that 3-month daily. This is exactly what I was freaking talking about yesterday when I picked up that. I wish I held on to that $52,000 trade. Like I said, I'd be up. Yeah, I'd have a double on that right now. She's at $12 a contract. We picked that up for $6. So I would have been up over 50,000 instead of just 20,000 today. And I'm kind of upset about that. Because I knew that was happening. And like I said, that 400, that's an even easier target. Let's see, Quantum said the 385 gap from 35 to 50 a contract. Yep. And I still think we're going to see that 400 by next week, to be honest with you. I mean, she's up 9 points today. Another 10-point move takes you up to that 400. Remember this morning we were talking about that out-of-the-money vertical call spread? Now's a nice time to enter that out-of-the-money vertical call spread.
Benetech resuming trade again. Now at $1.31, pulling back from the highs of $1.64. Bravo November Tango Charlie.
The Supreme Court has reached a decision on the landmark Roe v. Wade case. The ruling is on a case called Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health.
S&P futures 38.80, 8.25. The highs up about 2% now.
It's considered the most direct challenge to Roe v. Wade in nearly 30 years. The question today, whether the law is constitutional, and we will have that answer in a matter of seconds. There were three possible outcomes. The court could strike down the law, which is seen as highly unlikely. It could uphold the law, or the court could uphold the Mississippi law and overrule.
Supreme Court
This would not make abortion
overturns Roe
would allow the
v.
states
Wade.
to ban it. As an aside,
Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade.
and many have a mechanism in place right now to make this all.
That's crazy.
So while we wait for the details, and we'll get them in just a matter of seconds.
That's from Bloomberg.
Of the court's decision. This particular case began in March of 2018 when Mississippi passed the Gestational Age Act. Supporters argue the law is intended to regulate inhumane procedures and that a fetus is capable of detecting.
Again, the Supreme Court overturning the Roe
By that point,
v. Wade abortion rights ruling. That headline now from Bloomberg.
repeatedly ruled otherwise. And here's Pete Williams.
Wow, that's massive news right there.
Roe v. Wade and the follow-on case called Casey, in which the abortion right was made nationwide. Those two rulings stood for the proposition that states could not ban abortion before the age of viability. They could restrict it during that period up to about 23 weeks, but they couldn't ban it.
There's a digital ally popping following that headline. Delta Golf Lima Yankee.
The Supreme Court has ever granted a constitutional right, which it did so when Roe was decided in 1960.
Also WREP Wrap Technologies also moving to the highs.
So the immediate effect of this will be to uphold the Mississippi law that would ban abortion.
Wow, that's crazy.
But this also now means that in wait for the state attorney general to certify that this is what the Supreme Court has done. That's 13 states in which abortion will shortly be illegal. And in the rest of the, up to about half the states, they are expected soon to make it illegal. So we're about to become a divided country, Lester, where abortion is legal in about half the states, illegal in half the states. This is a 6-3 decision. It's written by Samuel Alito. We haven't had a chance to track it yet, but you may recall that Justice Alito was the author of the draft opinion that leaked in May that suggested that the Supreme Court was going to overturn Roe v. Wade.
Let's see what the markets are going to do here with that news. We'll give it a little bit of time. That's some major news right there.
There's a women's health company, Duray Bioscience, getting some volume here.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they can't just say it's illegal. You know, there's got to be certain circumstances that they can get an abortion done.
On Roe v. Wade.
There was no division among the circuit court, so why did the Supreme Court take it? The logical conclusion has to be that they took it to overturn Roe. Secondly, what they did in the Texas case, when they allowed the Texas law to go into effect that would restrict abortion. And third, the comments that the justices made when the Roe v. Wade case was argued. So, Supreme Court overturning Roe, this is one of the most significant historic decisions in modern times, Lester. And now it means that abortion is no longer the law.
Man, I love seeing these messages from you guys. A lot of you guys that are new here, unbelievable.
With the decision, the landmark decision from the United States Supreme Court, which has ended constitutional protections for abortion that had been in place for nearly 50 years, in a decision by its conservative majority to overturn Roe v. Wade. The outcome today is expected to lead to abortion bans in roughly half of all U.S. states. The decision, frankly unthinkable just a few years ago, was the culmination of decades of efforts by abortion opponents, made possible by an emboldened right side of the court that's been fortified by 3 appointees of the former president Donald Trump. The ruling came more than a month after that stunning leak of a draft opinion by Sam Alito indicating the court was prepared to take this momentous step. It puts the court at odds now with a majority of Americans who favored preserving Roe. That's according to recent opinion polls. So now, what's next?
Dave, that strong, that hot, whatever the hell it is there, that flakes, not even flakes, it's powder. Man, my whole left side of my face is swollen.
The Constitution does not confer a right to abortion. Roe and Casey are overruled.
That was spicy stuff.
Abortion is returned to the people and their elected representatives. So what does that mean in practical terms? Well, it means, as you point out, that we're going to see these trigger laws now going into effect in states across the country. Pass laws in anticipation of this very moment that will now ban abortion in those states. So the country is going to be divided into.
Did I send out the app and text alert on that SPY trade yesterday? I totally forgot that I didn't send out that text alert yet. Or the app alert on that trade, since it was just an overnight trade. I should send it out now, but those people, you know, especially if they're on the, it's only been a half hour since opening bell. Could you imagine those ones that have slept in? We sold ours for about a $13,000 profit. Those that are just waking up over there in California, looking at those 380 strike calls right now that are going for $12 a contract.
Throughout the political system, as we see the politicians begin to react, we can expect to hear a reaction from the White House in relatively short order. All of this now scrambles the calculus going into the November midterm elections. Republicans have been running on this and planning for it, as you heard me say, for decades. Now they have achieved that. What will the political fallout be? What will the social fallout be? A momentous day in American history.
Certainly is. David Jaffers live in Washington. Market watchers will realize that we have not had much of an effect at all on this market rally.
Closed SPY July 8th, 380 call at, what did we close that for?
We didn't know if the exact opinion would hold, certainly, but there are the numbers this afternoon. Dow, this morning, Dow, just about 600, S&P up more than 2%, NASDAQ more than 2.5%. We'll keep watching them. First, though, Katie Cherkasky's here, former federal prosecutor, constitutional law expert.
866.
Well, obviously this is not surprising, but it's a huge blow to abortion rights advocates across the country here. So the decision essentially says that there is...
John, you got to show me how I could put up Thinkorswim, or someone that uses the Thinkorswim, platform. If I could put that on, I've been using E-Trade for 11 years, so it's hard to change over something different. But if someone could show me how to set up Thinkorswim like my E-Trade is, I wouldn't mind putting it up here, and then I could put my account info on the top screen like I have E-Trade here. That way I could make the trades down here and, I want to use the Thinkorswim platform, but I can't, I can't learn all the changes to make everything like that in the matter of an hour there unless someone helped me do that. Yeah, but when I'm on the browser on TD Ameritrade, I just go to the home page there. I don't use the platform like I do with E-Trade Pro. All right, let me finish sending out this alert here. What did I sell that at again? 866?
Well, in terms of the Supreme Court decision today, they're saying that they are not going to review abortion cases, that the federal government really has no role in reviewing this whatsoever because there's no federal right to abortion. It's something that is simply left to state, something that, as you can see, differences in states like marijuana laws, for instance, something that can be regulated individually, state by state.
There goes SPY ready to break out again. Man, I should have slept in today and let that SPY call that we closed out for 14 grand. Should have let that run. I still think we're gonna hit that 390 today and 400 by next week.
Stay with us right there if you would. I'd like to go take the Washington camera full screen there at the Supreme Court. Let's look and hear what the reaction there is at the moment. Katie, we had expected that, there would be reaction on both sides, not just at the Supreme Court, but around the country today. I do personally wonder if the leak of the draft document might have lessened the shock, at least. I mean, it's not as if we didn't believe this would be coming. It's just we didn't know when, and we didn't know the exact details. And we're digging through the opinion, and we'll have some very good details for you in just a minute. But Katie, we can just hope that we're in for a calm day and a calm weekend.
SPY still breaking out 387 there, guys.
Almost like there's absolutely no common ground to be found. Many pro-life advocates have worked for so many years to get to this day.
Let's see if we could do another one. That was a nice gain there on those first couple of trades. Love to do something else here. Let's see what she does at that 387. Let's be ready. We've been consolidating for a while. That's why we haven't been doing much. Since about 10:03 till now, we've been consolidating for about 20 minutes. And you have to understand, during those times, that's when you're not doing anything. You're just sitting back. We're talking with each other. We're analyzing markets, looking at what else is moving there. But when you're consolidating in a tight range like that, side by side, that's when you got to be cautious. All right, let's see here. TD Ameritrade. Let's get ready for that next trade setup. Let's see, trade options. SPYYOY. All right, maybe I'll look at some SPY puts here because we're struggling with that 387. I'm just getting it ready to go. I'm not making any trades yet. I'm just letting you know. Right now, I just have buy to open 50 contracts, June 24th Expo, and that's for SPY. I don't have the strike or collar put yet. I'm waiting to see what we're going to do here over the next minute or so. So just so you know, I got that ready to go. And when I say I got that stuff ready to go, it's literally ready to go here. I just got to plug it in. Looks like we want to break out there, so I'll look at that 388 call. It's going for about $1. I'll let you know if I place the trade. Right now, it's still struggling right around that 387. So if I got 50 contracts, that'd be about $5 grand. Okay, I'll look at 100 contracts. It's about 10 grand there. I'm not making the trade yet, like I said, just getting it ready to go here. If we start that breakout, I got it ready. So again, that's for the SPY, June 24th, 388 strike call, market order if I place it. Okay, so those of you that were asking about the trade, you know, here I could even put it up here, June 24th. What is it? The 388 call. And again, I didn't place this order yet, just ready to go just in case I do. Here it is right here. So I got that type of trade ready to go. Not making the trade yet, waiting for the signal. Got to be disciplined, got to be patient, got to follow that trade plan. I'm watching Qs over to the right there as well. Qs are pulling back a little bit there. First candle's below. All right, I'm going to look at that put now, possibly. 386 strike put. Going for about $1.19-ish.
Senate Judiciary Chairman's Committee.
I'll let you know if I place that trade. So now what I'm looking at here, like I said, and this is just part of being a trader. You know, you got to be ready to either side here. So if we start breaking down, I'll look at this 386 strike put going for about $1.17. So if we start breaking below that blue 20, you know, if we're at 386.50, that's probably where I'll enter into this trade. If we start climbing again, I'll switch it over to a call and wait for my entry. You know, I'm just ready to go whenever we get that signal. Looks like it's ready to break down here. There's a lot of protests that are starting here, so that's why I'm getting ready with that SPY put. You know, you see it out there. Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade. There's freaking protests going on all over the place. So we'll see what happens. All right, I'm in that trade now. That SPY put I just entered. I hit place order. I'm in at $1.28. I'm in at $1.28. They're at $1.32 right now. $1.34, still continuing to drop there. I already got a $500 gain on that small trade. Let's see if we get that next breakdown here. All we need is one good red candle there, and we could have a nice pullback there. Here we go. Let's see if we get that big red candle. I just want to see one decent sized red candle there.
is now up around 2%. The Nasdaq and the S&P all in the green as well. As you can see, the heat map is a sea of green this morning. The markets do not seem to be affected by this decision from the Supreme Court, one which we had expected. We just didn't know what the details were going to be. A broad rally across all the sectors today. What we didn't know is, would the draft, which we all saw, months ago, look very much like the opinion as it was released today, the majority opinion, and the truth is, it did. Let's get to, first of all, it's 10:30 on the East Coast, 7:30 on the West Coast. I'm Shepard Smith at CBC Global Headquarters, and this is continuing coverage of breaking news. The Supreme Court has overturned the landmark abortion ruling, Roe v. Wade. With us now, Elizabeth Wydra, president of the Constitutional Accountability Center, and live with us this
Crazy swings on that. We're just back in the green, then we were down.
a big picture analysis.
Let's see. If it breaks above that 10, I'll be out of that trade, that yellow 10-day simple moving average. But so far, it's not breaking above it.
There is an irrefutable minimum of liberty that includes being able to make decisions about one's own body and one's own destiny for oneself. On the other hand, there's a division in the majority opinion from Justice Alito that lets the states decide whether or not people are going to be able to make these decisions for themselves. And it's not just about abortion, although the ruling today with respect to abortion is earth-shaking and will have an instant effect for families and people across the country, but also what it means for other rights that are traditionally included in this liberty to make decisions about procreation, about intimacy, about marriage, for oneself.
Markets are still pretty strong there, holding up.
Amendment to decide whether, with whom, and when to form a family, something that was specifically in the 14th Amendment because that liberty and that autonomy was denied under the institution of slavery. So our Constitution thought the drafters of our Constitution after the Civil War thought about what it meant to be free and being able to make fundamental decisions were included in that conversation. So we're not just talking about abortion here, but we're talking about potentially interracial marriage equality for LGBTQ individuals, contraception. So I think that the reverberations of this decision and the analysis
WRAP, Wrap Technologies, popping to the highs now following that Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade. That's Whiskey Romeo Alpha Papa, Wrap Technologies.
such a serious moment in choosing which way we're going in terms of a constitutional vision, because it impacts the lives of women every day, making these families will be impacted by these decisions. We know the maternal death rate goes up when abortion isn't legal.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see there.
Shares of
Let's see that move lower.
and Digital Ally
Come on, get a little move.
in possible anticipation of protests against that decision.
Other matters that had been very close on the Supreme Court in the past. You mentioned LGBTQ rights,
Should have got out.
LGBTQ marriage, and other issues that divide along race.
Come on.
Do you think some of those rulings are now in jeopardy if the right case comes along?
Absolutely. Excuse me. The law itself makes clear that they are very sensitive to this issue. The dissent raises the likelihood that this ruling could impact these other issues of marriage equality, interracial equality, contraception availability, and the majority says, no, this is only about abortion. But it's clear from that back and forth that they know this is an issue. And when you look at the reasoning, that the vision of liberty that is presented by Justice Alito, it would seem to exclude some of these other rights that often fall under
Come on, just right down to that 386. That's all I wanted.
intimacy, contraception use. Again,
It's holding that support pretty well right here. You guys can see on SPY. Right here, it's holding around that 386.25. We break below that, we'll have a quick little breakdown. But right now, it's holding that. So debating what I wanted to do. Just about green on the trade. What did I pay? $1.27? $1.24 now.
Our senior Washington correspondent Eamon Javers with that for
she starts breaking above that blue 20, I'd be out of the trade.
We're now getting word from the Senate Judiciary Committee that they are expected to hold hearings on abortion in July. So immediately,
She just drops quick back down to that support. I'll take that profit quick. It was a quick $800 that was up.
House Speaker Pelosi condemns cruel Supreme Court ruling, says women's rights on ballot.
See, it's starting to get that breakout. Rather a tight stop. You know, if it goes against, but still not breaking out just yet. I got it ready to go to sell though if she starts breaking out. There's that pullback again. Just like that, we were back in the green on that trade.
going back to the date of the initial leak. Well, it appears that that reporting was correct. Roberts here comes across as a man who was really
Come on, just one little breakdown there. That's all I want to see. All these protests that are going to be happening, I would expect the market to at least pull back a little bit. But it's not really even having a blink of an eye yet. I don't know if that news just isn't circulated enough yet, or if the markets just don't give a damn about it.
Higher, $1.43 now, up about 9%.
121 on those.
to lay out his thinking here. And then he has a statement which I think is compelling. It shows Roberts uncomfortable with both sides of this issue and sort of caught in the middle, not knowing how to decide this case. He says, both the court's opinion and the dissent display a relentless freedom from doubt on the legal issue that we cannot share. I am not sure, for example, that a ban on
Come on, a little bit of a breakdown. 125, 127, 128, 130. Come on. See, it keeps coming down to that 130 and then getting that little bit of a climb there. Let's see it. Keep it coming back.
has been in place since 1973 and trying to find a more moderate way to decide
31,
what the court decided. Roberts, however, has put his thoughts to paper here for the history.
32.
Peter Jaffers, thanks. Let's listen in as folks around the Supreme Court are being interviewed here.
See, that's what I mean. It sucks when it's just quick little moves like that. Not moving much yet. Bam, I'm out of that trade, guys. Out at 135. And, of course, now she's dropping again. 137. 142. Ah! I sold 135. I made a quick, I made a quick $700, I believe, on this trade. Let's see. I'm getting it ready here. Man, so I had 100 contracts in at 128, out at 135. 1.35, divide that by 1.28. That is a 5.5% gain.
Planned Parenthood continues. We know what politicians want because it's already happening. To ban abortion state by state and eventually.
Net profit 5, 6, 7, so $700 there.
If you or someone you know needs an abortion, and they list a phone number again, that from Planned Parenthood. And we just got this from JP Morgan.
Nicely done. Good job, Tony. Like to see that. Our guy from Colombia there. Bogota.
Where abortion will now be made illegal. That's according to a memo obtained exclusively by CNBC. I'm sorry. That memo obtained by CNBC. They're about to publish this. The memo just went out to employees, and that'll be up on our website at cnbc.com shortly. With us now, Tim Keenan, a trial lawyer and lecturer. I said Tim Keenan, trial lawyer and lecturer at George Washington University School of Law. Talk to me about who this ruling will affect the most.
That was a nice one there, guys. Let's see. Here it is. There was that trade. So you guys could see we were in at 1026 down here. So down here in the bottom right, let me change that color. Can't see shit with that. All right, so we were in at 1026. We were out at 1036 on the trade there. So we were in that trade 10 minutes. you know, and we were in at 128. I had 100 contracts here, so 100 contracts, so that was a $12,800 trade, and then we were out there at 135. So we made $7 a contract times 100 contracts. So we made a $700 profit there. Quick $700 in 10 minutes. Happy with that. Nicely done.
what the process will be and how all of this movement will happen and what will
That
happen
from
in relations
CNBC.
between states, the sort of border disputes that you can just imagine would be possible.
Much of what we live with in America is common. It's a word that North use all the time, but really it just means
You guys, please refrain from calling me while I'm live, okay? If you have questions, just either ask in the chat for everyone to see, or whatchamacallit, or send me a private message in the chat. You could do that, but I'm not gonna answer a call from you while I'm live. You know, I mean, especially while I'm trading. Gotta respect that. David said he made his first real trade, $12 real cash money. Thanks, Dave. I was worried for a minute. Look at, she's still pulling back there, Grav. She's at $1.45 now. I sold at what, $1.35? That would have been an extra $1,000. She's still gonna, you know what? The hell with it. Let's get ready for another trade. All right, trade options. We look like we're gonna pull back below that 50. That's what caught my eye just now. All right, so let's see here. 100 contracts. Expo June 21st. We'll look at that 385 strike put, going for about $1.07 there. Let's see. If we start breaking down here, I'm going to pick that up. All right, I'm going to pick that up. I'm in at $1.11 on those. 385 strike put, I'm in at $1.11. In at $1.11 on those 385 strike puts expiring today. I just wanted to do a quick day trader scalp with that. Put 385. I'm in at $1.11 on this trade right here. So I'm in at 1.11, and now I'm just gonna watch this. So if you're looking at that, make sure you got it, understand it. Watching that trade now.
Kim Keenan, thanks very much.
She's at $1.14.
Rights opponents speaking in front of the Supreme Court. Let's listen.
$1.15 we're at already. It's $1.16. There's a lot of protests starting to happen there. You guys watching that on TV?
Has come a little bit earlier than we might have thought. Historically, the Supreme
WRAP, RAV Technologies, continuing to make new highs now, 45%.
RAV Technologies.
Romeo Alpha Papa.
RAV.
opinions to be issued today and over the next few days.
Man, it's still only 10:42.
One to be issued at 10 a.m., one to be issued at 10 a.m. The thinking was, well, there's 7 left to go. They'll likely do that on Monday. And then all of a sudden, at 10:10,
If we climbed above that 10, that's where I'd be out of that trade. Okay?
SCOTUS blog and SCOTUS watch site. Sarah Eisen was on the air this morning at a fill-in on a very big market day. The second rally here. Sarah, I wonder, is there...
Watching to see what it's going to do here.
Are there businesses that would move one way or the other as a result of this, or was this priced in?
It's priced into the market, Shep, as far as if there's anything to price in. There's no real economic implications of this. But I do think today you'll have investors wondering if it changes anything for the midterm elections, for instance, because that is seen as a catalyst potentially for the market. Democratic turnout, for instance, as a result of this ruling. It is assumed on Wall Street that the Republicans are going to have a big victory in the midterm elections.
The Republicans are going to have a big victory in the midterm elections. I think so, too. 106 on those.
What we're doing here at CNBC, and we're
Just watching them.
is their
107.
And you can imagine the corporate communications teams of every business are scrambling, even though they've had some lead time on this, as it was leaked and expected, for how they want to respond. Do they want to put out statements? Do they want to make changes in their healthcare policies? Already we've started to hear from JP Morgan, which you mentioned, of course, one of the big banks, saying that it will be
108.
employees travel to states that do allow
109.
that's according to a memo.
110.
We know that Citigroup and Amalgamated Bank have also told employees that they are going to increase coverage for women to travel for abortion. So we're trying to get that information from companies as far as how they'll respond, how they'll take care of their employees. I can also tell you that I had a conversation a few weeks ago with Karen Lynch. who's
Come on. You know that it's just
on the CVS pharmacy, saying that
the timing takes forever trading, you know, and that's the worst part. 110.
that they're having conversations with a lot of employers about expanding that coverage to allow women to travel. So far, no real statements. This is a tricky one, as you know, when it comes to companies leaning into these politically
Come on.
charged issues.
Back to 110.
Very strong views
109. 110.
statements on that.
111. There we go. We're back in the green on that trade. 112 now. So you see now we're starting that next breakdown. 115, 116. Let's see that quick drop to that 385 there. That'd be a nice gain on this trade here that we have. 116. I already got a $600 gain. I'm in at 111, so I got 100 contracts, right? Yep. 100 contracts. So every penny that moves there, that's $100. 111 is my entry, so now I'm at 112. I'm up 100.
Consumers. And that is something clearly the market wants to see right now. We've seen a sell-off this week in oil and in some other commodities. Is it a sign that inflation
113, I'm up 200.
we've been fooled before, but that would be
114, I'm up 300.
CCL and CUK, New York regulator imposes a $5 million penalty on.
Now I'm
farm
down 100,
corporations
down
over
200,
significant
down 300, down
cybersecurity
400, down
violations.
500,
That is Charlie Lima, Charlie Uniform Kilo.
down 600, 800,
So far, jobs have held up really well.
700, 600,
Recessionary pressures
500.
as great maybe as they were a week ago.
The recession debate rages on. Clearly, our economy is slowing. We've been getting more economic data.
Starting to get a climb there, so I'll look and see about possibly exiting out of this trade.
Factory data and some services data that were both on the weaker side.
If it starts to climb here and break out.
To your point, and it would be very strange to have a recession with an unemployment rate that is below.
She climbs above that 20 here. I'm going to place exit.
Wages are rising, things are going well, but we do know
99 cents, $1.
in order to tighten,
I want to see it fail at that 20.
this very hot economy. Can they do that in a way that avoids a recession? That continues to be the debate. FedEx came out last night. That was the big earnings report. And everyone was worried because it's an economic bellwether, right, on shipping. They said that we're not expecting a deep recession. And actually, their guidance was a little bit, their outlook was a little bit better than expected. So we'll continue to monitor some of these earnings reports. But so far, you're right. It's not a base case scenario on Wall Street, but it is increasingly getting priced in. The odds have gone up as the Federal Reserve continues to raise.
Thanks, Sarah. We're going to see you this afternoon on
Thank you.
Closing Bell.
Of course, 3 p.m. We'll talk to the CEO of Carnival. We'll also talk to the CEO of Amalgamated Bank.
WRIP Wrap Technologies now up almost 80% at the high.
To get abortions.
Whiskey Romeo Alpha Papa.
Morgan Chase, as I mentioned a moment ago, telling employers it will pay for travel to states that allow legal abortions, according to that memo obtained by CNBC, and that's up on the website.
So far, squeezing between that 10 and 20.
Correspondent Eamon Javers with some reactions from Capitol Hill
Let's see what that MACD is doing.
on the opinion from Justice Clarence Thomas.
MACD didn't cross yet, but they're at 95 cents now, 94. Gonna be cutting that trade if we climb above that 20 here with confirmation.
that the Supreme Court has granted in recent decades, including things like contraception and gay marriage. Well, we have a statement in here from Clarence Thomas, the conservative justice, who concurs with the court's opinion here, but clearly signals he is prepared to go much farther in subsequent rulings. What Clarence Thomas says here is he says cases like Griswold versus Connecticut involving the right of married persons to obtain contraceptives, Lawrence versus Texas involving the right to engage in private consensual sexual acts, and Obergefell versus Hodges
says, I agree that nothing in the court's opinion today should be understood to cast doubt on precedents that do not concern abortion.
I'm out of that trade at 84 cents there.
By today's decision.
So I took a loss on that trade. Let's see. I had 100 contracts. Let me share that with you in the trade room. That was the first loss we had today. Upset about that.
Including Griswold, Lawrence, and Obergefell. So clearly, Clarence Thomas here saying that he feels that those
Let's see. Live trade room.
erroneous, and he, one justice, would like to take them on at the Supreme Court with this new vote.
All right, so here was that trade, but we followed our trade plan, and you know you're not going to have every single trade as a winner, so I'm fine with that. Up big still today. So here was the trade. We were in at $1.11, $1.12-ish, out at 84 cents. We were in that trade about 8 minutes there. Just did not break down like I want. Now it's starting to break down again. But let's see. So in at, let's just say $1.12, 1.12 minus 0.84. So I lost about $2,800 on that trade. I was up about 20,000, so about, what did I say, 2,800? So that's not bad. Still up well over $15,000 on the day. Now it's starting to pull back, though. You see what I mean? Let's see, what else do we got moving? Let's go look at the 3-month daily watch list here. See what else we have moving. Looking for a possible swing trade. Amazon's still looking good. I got those shares of Amazon. Here's what Amazon's doing here today for me. Let me show you positions. So
And also from Chuck Schumer, we got that from the Senate Majority Leader, quoting now, today is one of the darkest days our country has ever seen. Millions upon millions of American women are having their rights taken away from them by 5 unelected justices on the extremist MAGA court. Talk about divided. Just when you thought we couldn't become more divided, not that we haven't been divided on this issue forever, we have, but the majority of Americans certainly support abortion rights. The Supreme Court has made it such that states can now outlaw abortion.
So there you go. That's where we're at right there. So that's what those Amazon shares are doing for me today. Up $2,225, 1,400 shares of Amazon. And as you can see over there, I had about $160,000 on those shares. So what I'm going to start doing with Amazon, once we start to get a climb up to that resistance, I'm going to start selling 14 contracts every single month for that paycheck. Because, you know, for every 100 shares I own, I could sell to open, creating a covered call position. So, you know, what I could do is sell to open 14 contracts. And if I look at that Amazon option chain here and bring up AMZN, and I look at that, let's say the July 15th month, I mean, that's only a half a month away. So let's look at the August 19th monthly expo here. So if you take a look, I could sell to open the, you know, let's say the 130 strike calls here for 274, right? So here's how this works. And this is what's really nice about this strategy. Let's say I sell to open the 130 strike call. This is for the August 19th monthly expo, right? I could do that for about $2.74 a contract. So $274 a contract. I have 14 contracts. So 14 times $275 right now it's at. That means I'd collect $3,850. $3,850 that I would collect in premium for selling someone the right to my shares at 130. Well, Amazon's only at 114.25 right now, right? So I'm also going to make the difference from where Amazon's at right now to that strike that we sell. So $38.50. So that's what we make for selling someone the right to our shares. Now 130 minus 114.27. So we'd also make $15.73. $15.73 per share from where it's at now, 114, to that strike that we sold. So 1573 times 1,400 shares, I'd make $22,000 $22 on the shares increasing in value. So that equals increase from price to the strike that we sell. So that's how much I'd make. That's the max I can make on the shares. And then we're also making $3,850 for selling someone the right to that. Right now it's at $278, so we'd get even more. But $3,850 plus the $22,000, that's $25,872. So $25,872 I would make net profit total if Amazon got to 130 or higher. Only needs to have another $15 gain. From now until August 19th, I'd make that $26,000 profit on those 1,400 shares. That's not bad. You know, that's not bad at all. So I'm thinking about doing something like that with Amazon. But I want to wait until it climbs higher so I get more in premium from selling to open that 130 strike. So if Amazon got another like $5, if she gets up to that 120, you know, these 130s might be going for about $6 a contract instead of $277. So those 14 contracts right now, I got about 3,800, right? So if that got up to $6 a contract, that'd be $600 per contract. I'd be able to sell 14. That'd be $8,400. So that's an extra $5,000 in premium I would collect by waiting for Amazon to get up to that resistance area before I sell to open that covered call. So that's why it's important to do it at the right timing there and having and utilizing the right strategy.
To any family plan, domestic or global, when we have had those discussions and those debates.
I love when you guys give me those tips or whatever it is on YouTube there. That's awesome. Thank you for that. That's greatly appreciated. That's nice. I put all the ad revenue and the tips that you guys give there right into, so I don't even touch it. It goes right into, I have it linked to her account there, her savings account. So I get a decent amount on the website there from all the ads that are on there. So I just say, hey, you know, that's like her little nest egg, or, you know, that's like her salary for the week. Not bad for a 5-year-old. But thank you for that. I appreciate those. Qs are starting to get a climb. Let's see if SPY is. SPY pulled back. Man, if I held on to that, or I'm sorry, Qs pulled back quite a bit there. If I held on to that SPY there a little bit longer, that had a nice pullback. I'm sorry, no, that was just before. It's after 11 now. 10:57. We did really good trading today. 1 loss and what, like 5 gains? 5 winning trades there. Not too bad. Rigo Rogue there. You don't use Thinkorswim, do you? SPY's starting to break out nicely. Remember, 3 to 5% tops of cash in your account on an options trade. That's max. Very different for $1 million account compared to, you know, a $5,000 account. So make sure you guys are utilizing proper risk management and option sizing. And there's videos all over the place on that. And we have one right there on our website under the education section. Those of you that are members, go to the education tab, and there's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And I'd suggest learning about the different strategies, calls and puts, trade plan, options sizing, and options position sizing and risk management, and then trade money and risk management for your portfolio there. And then vertical spreads is a great one there as well. Matter of fact, I want to do a vertical spread. That's what I really want to do. Let's go back down this watch list here and see what type of out-of-the-money vertical spread we could do for next week for some nice gains. Let's take a look at the 3-month daily. We'll go down. Baba. I want to find a good setup there. Google's looking great. When is Google's stock split? That should be coming up soon. Disney getting a nice climb. That one's undervalued there. Should be picking up a Disney trade. Netflix is looking great.
Right at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock on the West Coast, the market rally continues. The Dow near section highs, broad green across all the sections, across all the sectors today. You can see there everything up more than 2%. Pete Williams, NBC News Justice correspondent, is live with us in New York City.
Man, we were talking about Visa. Visa looks ready for another continued breakout. When is Visa's ex-dividend date? I know they paid decent dividend, don't they? Let's see. V. John Puntillo, are you live with us now? Let's see. Earnings are on July 25th. I like Visa, even if we capture a quick $7 gain on that. I think Intel looks incredible here. I mean, that's well undervalued there.
Missouri has now just tweeted that it's the first state to let its trigger laws spring into action. That abortion is now banned as of today in Mississippi or in Missouri. It was one of 13 states that had these trigger laws on the
Intel. What do you guys think about an Intel swing?
Supreme Court ruled. He's already issued
Target $40 quick.
declaring that that's the law of the land, so it's the first state to do this. Just a couple of other things. Justice Kavanaugh, in his concurrence today, says
I like Amazon. Amazon looks good. I like Intel. You know, that looks good. And actually, I was reading an article this morning. They said Intel is one of the largest undervalued stocks right now. And I can see why. I mean, it was just $70 a share. It's at 38 now.
and of course, because he is one of the five to go along on overturning Roe v. Wade, that has to be considered a controlled.
Google, Amazon now up 2% on the day.
There's nothing in this decision that says that states can constitutionally or need to have an exception in their laws.
Salesforce had a nice breakout there.
And the dissent says that
Intel calls are very cheap, and that's why I like that, because those Intel calls are so damn cheap right there. We can make a nice gain if she gets up to that target. I'm going to look at Intel there in a second. Baba, you know, I like Baba there, but that one, it's going to be choppy as fuck there, Sky. I'm telling you. And for the new traders, to be honest with you, Baba climbs 5%, it dips 5%, it climbs 10%, pulls back 8%. You see 15% moves on that easily. So I don't want a new trader to get into Baba and then Baba have that 7% pullback the next day, and then people get scared out of that trade, take a loss on it, and then the next day climb 10%. So that one, that's probably one I would enter on my own there, but that's one that's very choppy, and I got to reduce risk on something like that for members. I do like it though. I do like Baba. I'll be honest with you. I like that off that pullback. Here's Baba right here. If we zoom out a little bit more here, Baba was over $300 a share. It's going way back now to 2017, lows there. Just getting that climb. I like it up to that 150. I really do. I think she's still going to continue that climb too. I wouldn't mind picking up some leaps on Baba, but remember, China's got the strict COVID lockdown policy, so got to keep that in mind, because once things start picking up again, they go into lockdown, and then that thing drops 20% really quick. BP, all the energy stocks are looking nicely there today. Square, look at Goldman Sachs up 5%. Square up 3.5% there today. I think Square has some room to move there. Look at that pullback. Square was almost $300. It was just $55 a couple of days ago, and that's insane. PayPal up 5.5%. Boeing up over 5%. Now Boeing looks ready for that bigger breakout. I like Boeing there. I really do. When does Boeing stop their dividend, didn't they? Let me take a look here. BA. Because I wouldn't mind parking some cash into something, collect a nice divvy. Nothing on that. Under Armour up 2.68%. Visa looks great. I think that's going to continue that breakout there. Nvidia up 5% there. FedEx up over 8%. Wow. Especially with those gas prices, that's amazing to see that. Tesla shares up 4%. Love to see Tesla have a decent breakout. Tony says if you like dividends, check out IEP. I will. I will check that out after my live stream there. 15%, that's not bad. 16%. Look at AMD up 6% there today. Would love to do something with that. Micron finally climbing off the lows there. I wouldn't mind picking up a Micron trade. That last one was a doozy. Airbnb up over 8% today. Booking up over 5%. Ford up 5% today. Now Ford looks ready for a nice little breakout there. That's not bad. ExxonMobil up 3.4%. Intel. Man, Intel. All right, let's take a look at that option chain now on Intel. INTC. Take a look at that, and you know, even if we just go to that like July 8th expo, I think it'd be fine on Intel.
Constitutional law expert and former prosecutor. It's good to see you. Could you give us a top line on what we should expect from the states, the individual states now?
39 strike call going for about 59 cents. I could see that getting to $40 from now until that July 8th. That'd be a nice one. There's really not much volume on them, though. Last traded at 32 cents. This one wasn't even traded yet today. Snapchat up another 2% there today. Remember, I wanted to pick up those Snapchat shares. I told you guys that was undervalued. Right back here when she was about $12 a share. I was thinking about picking up 30,000 shares of it. Macy's is up over 9% today.
Rules are different state to state, right? And who is available for punishment, and the level of punishment
Walmart.
is going to vary all across the country. For instance, in some states,
Apple.
you'll be able to sue in some way the abortion provider.
Apple not too bad. Oxy up over 6%. Now, Oxy looks ready for that next climb again, doesn't it? Easy 65 target right there. At least 62.50 to 65 target.
Knew that they were taking someone to have an abortion. Those rules are going to differ, right? And in some cases, they'll be more extreme than others.
Exactly, and you're going to see jurors put to the test now. Well, jurors actually convict people like physicians and people that are receiving abortions. Are they going to go that far? It's hard to say because I use Florida as a perfect example because it's a purple state. Could it pass a referendum in our Constitution to allow a state constitutional right to abortion? And still have a majority with Republicans running the state. So there could be a dichotomy in this country. Every state has very different laws. Like we have many different issues in this country where every state has very different laws. So abortion from county to county or from state to state could look very different on what you can and cannot do. It's going to be, it's going to strengthen in the sense of how important local elections are in this country, and they often are overlooked because we seem to focus on.
You guys seen anything on your radar that's coming up? Looking good for a day trade or a swing trade? Anything you want to talk about? SPY still climbing here. SPY's just about highs of the day again. I would love to use Thinkorswim there, Kiko, and just do day trades right here live with you guys, because I'm pretty sure I'd be able to set it up like E-Trade Pro here. All right, guys on YouTube, that's going to be it for you guys. If you guys want to come join us, you guys could go to breakingchartalerts.com. Come sign up with us. Make sure if you guys like this today, you guys go click subscribe, click like on the YouTube channel here, and would greatly appreciate that. Make sure also you guys go and download our app on the App Store. You guys can search for it, Breaking Chart Alerts. Free to download. If you guys become a paying member, you guys could go on there and log in and access live stream, access anything, the trade room, trade alerts right from the app there as well. So if you guys want, go download that app, click like on the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get notified there. And if you guys want to come join us, go to breakingchartalerts.com and come join us. We'd be happy to have you with us. We're going to be live again this afternoon day trading, and I'm going to stay live with our Zoom members here for a bit longer since I got nothing else really going on here today, and markets look ready to have another move, so I'm going to stay live on Zoom. If you guys want to come join us, reach out to us. I could extend to you a special promo code for a monthly or annual membership. Reach out to us and be glad to have you with us. If you guys want to message us, here is the place to go to. And you guys can message us right on our Facebook business page, Breaking Chart Alerts. Let me just get that for you here. You guys can shoot us a message right here and ask us for the annual or monthly promo code, and you can come join us and make some money with us this afternoon. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Great job day trading today so far. We had that one loss and about 5 wins. Nice job. Alrighty. Have a great day, YouTube. See you guys later. Guys on Zoom, we're going to stay on here and still trade, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty, guys. Have a great day. Take care. God bless, and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.